Hi, I've just added a Thor Power Station to my home theatre system and thought it might be useful to show you some of the connectivity, inputs and outputs, and talk about some of the features and benefits of the product. When I was doing some research on purchasing the product myself, I couldn't find a lot out there, so I hope you find this useful. So unpacking the box, the key components you'll find is the Power Station or PS10. I was honestly surprised at the really high quality finish, beautiful brushed aluminium finish, etched logo over there and some high quality switches. It's an 18 kilo unit, so there's obviously some very good quality components inside there. Comes supplied with a A12 smart board, so really useful 8 outlet board, offers an extra level of protection but importantly filtration for your products as well. I've actually invested in a few of these for other components around the house and really happy with how they're operating at the moment. So if we spin the unit around, nice and simple connection. There's an IEC connector from your main socket. Little switch just above there which allows you to switch between 240 or 220 volt. There might be an installation or an application where 220 is the preferred voltage of the components. In this instance it's obviously 240. So socket over there for your A12, nice solid connection, and a little connector next to it is a connector for a ground lead, so there might be a commercial installation in a rack where there's an opportunity to ground the unit. Alright, so spinning the unit back around, we're all powered up. You have a little delay start button at the front there. I didn't realise, but looking into it a little bit further, a lot of damage to your electrical components happens during power outages where the electricity turns off and then comes back on and it's completely unregulated. So the delay start function over there allows you to choose between 6 seconds or 180 seconds and gives the unit time to regulate the voltage that it's going to output to your components. Hit the power button, you'll see it doing that at the moment. So measuring the incoming voltage, regulating it, and setting its output to 240. So from the moment your equipment turns on, it's guaranteed to get that beautiful 240 premium power into it. There's a little LCD display button over here. There might be some applications where the LCD display is a bit distracting, so you can choose to turn that off, which I thought was a handy feature. But I also love seeing the incoming voltage and to see the unit doing its job. So here's a short clip I took a few nights ago showing the huge fluctuation I get of incoming power, at this point particularly low, 214 to 216. On the right hand side you can see the power station locking the output to 240, protecting my equipment. And on the top left hand side the little OK safe signal showing that it's operating really easily to make this adjustment for my gear. So some of the improvements I wasn't expecting are to do with the picture reproduction. So using this little video calibration disc I've picked up as I've become a bit more enthusiastic about the picture quality, it helped me realise that the power stations also increased the overall contrast ratio of my TV. So I've managed to get improved white levels and there's noticeably better black detail in the image. One thing I wasn't expecting was the improved edge detail and less artifacting I've also noticed in the image. So previously I had quite an annoying panel noise, especially in bright images like this. Since adding the power station, that noise has reduced significantly to the point where I hardly notice it anymore. So I guess all of us want to make sure that our system's working as best as it can and for as long as it can. And I guess the thing that the Thor allows me to know is that through the regulated voltage that my amplifier and vision system are now getting, it's being protected and also working to its full potential. So some of the things in the audio that I've noticed that I was hoping for an improvement, but I'm actually surprised at the level of improvement, are the overall sound staging, especially for my 2-channel recordings. So stereo music is really lifted and the sound stage become a lot larger. Dynamic range, the crescendos are more noticeable, the quiet parts of movies are a lot more detailed. High frequency response has been noticeably improved, as well as the bass reproduction. So all of those things, I thought I'd get an improvement, but I'm surprised at how big an improvement I got. So I've had the system for a few weeks now, been keeping an eye on the display on the front, and I'm really surprised at the fluctuation in power that I receive from my main socket. So I guess the main purpose was to guarantee the products that I have 240, they're all designed and engineered to run with a stable power. I'm guaranteeing that through this. The added filtration that the A12 gives me has helped improve the picture, noticeable improvements in sound, and all the while doing that, I know that the expensive equipment that I've got is going to be protected and it's going to last a lot longer.